Hello, my shining stars, Capricorns. How are you doing? As you can see, I found myself in a very serious environment thinking how to deliver your September horoscope to you. And I invite you kindly to meet a beautiful sunrise with me in British Columbia at 5 a.m. from the BC Ferry, passing the Strait of Georgia. On our journey, you will see, of course, beautiful ocean views and whales. While half of the ferry was sleeping, I was crazy enough to go to the open deck, and despite the piercing cold wind, I managed to keep my phone, eyelashes on my face, and a hat on my head. So enjoy the video, and here is your horoscope for September. On one side, it's a very challenging month. On the other side, because Pluto, the great transformer, is entering back your sign from your house of finances. But on the other side, there are lots of great positive aspects during this month. For everyday reference for all zodiacs, I have e-horoscope that is available on Kindle Amazon. Please check it out. But about key moments of this month, I will tell you right now. On September 1st, Uranus is the planet of innovation, change, revelation, and when it turns retrograde, it transits through your introspection and re-evaluation in these areas. During this period, which typically lasts for several months, the usual forward momentum of Uranus influence is turned inward, urging you to reflect on how you express your uniqueness and pursue joy in your life. With Uranus retrograde in your fifth house of your horoscope, you may feel strong desire to break free from the conventional norms in how you approach creativity, relations. It's the house of children, the house of art, inspiration, your personal babies, your personal business, anything that brings you pleasure, joy, your hobbies, your entertainment. This is the time to explore what truly brings you joy and satisfaction beyond that society or of what others expect from you. If there have been areas in your life when you felt constrained or limited, this retrograde can bring sudden insights or shifts that allow you to see the new possibilities. This Uranus retrograde aligns with the fixed star Algol at 26 degrees of Taurus constellation. This star, known for its intense and sometimes very challenging energy, the spirit may bring a mix of upheaval and empowerment. Algol, often associated with transformation and facing one's fears, can amplify the Uranian desire for change and revolution. In the fifth house, this could manifest as deep and transformative experience related to creativity, love life, or how you seek pleasure. House 5 is house of dating, relations without responsibilities. Just to share my personal story, when my mom had a similar situation when I was a little kid, we went to the vacation, which is house 5, and unexpectedly I was beaten by the dog really bad. The dog almost took a quarter of my head. And the interesting part, and when I think about it 35 years later, I can see how this Algol star was affecting this situation, because Algol is connected with anything mental, with head injuries. For example, when this July, around July 13th, Uranus aligned with Algol in Taurus in 26 degree, and this combination was in former President Trump's chart. He had a head injury, as we know, but because he has Jupiter in a very nice alignment of extreme luck situations, he was not hurt. I did not have Algol in my chart, but my father and my mom did. And in house 5, house of their kids, it's definitely affected me, but because I have very lucky Aquarius stars in my birth chart, I'm still living with the scar and half of my eyebrow is gone, but in the end it was a very lucky moment. So in July 2024, it was the first time when Uranus with Mars aligned with Algol. Right now, it will be the combination when Uranus will pass this star Algol again, and then when it will stop being retrograde and will go direct, it will pass Algol again. So we will definitely see some manifesting of this alignment with different planets. If you have Algol in your chart or in the chart of your parents, definitely watch my video dedicated to Algol star. If you will have any questions, please let me know. It's a very interesting subject for me. On a good note, Algol can bring not just craziness and madness and losing head physically or metaphorically, but also it can give in house 6 magical recovery, especially brain or head related. Okay, enough about Algol. Let's move to September 1st when Pluto as well is departing Aquarius, returning to your sign, dear Capricorns. So all people who have ascendants in Capricorn, zodiacs in Capricorn, and moon in Capricorn will feel this transition as anybody else. Pluto's been hanging out in your sign since 2008, bringing deep transformations in your life. You might have noticed those big shifts in your personal life, marriages, divorces, mortgages, credits, everything connected with the very stability of your life, as well as how you express yourself, your living situation, even your work environment. It's like everything was turned upside down at some point. Now, from September 1st to November 20th, Pluto moves back one last time, giving you another shot and changing things up, giving you second chances to rewrite the book of your life, not just the chapter, but the whole life. This could mean altering the way you live, changing jobs, moving out, moving in, relocation, making a big shift in your personal life, making plastic operation, for example, to change the appearance, to change the body, as well as the physical changing, transforming your body to the body that you wanted to obtain. It can be health related things. Especially Pluto is giving you final opportunity to redefine who you are and how you want to show up in the world. So embrace this moment. It's your chance to create a new version of yourself. Because for the next 20 years, it will stay in your financial house, house of your values and money. And Pluto brings big money. I have a separate video about Pluto on my channel. If you're interested, please check it out. On September 2nd, we got a new moon in Virgo. It brings some fresh energy your way. New moon shines light on your 9th house, which is about new strategies, big plans, new education, higher education, laws, courts, second marriages, publications, and everything regarding foreigners, travels, trips, broaden your horizons. And you will see that this period will bring changes in the areas of travel, moving abroad, studying in a new place. You might find opportunities to work with international organizations or people from different countries. If you've got any legal or bureaucratic matters to handle, this is the time when you get them sorted out. If you've been involved in a second marriage, there could be some important developments in that area too. It's the beginning or start of the marriage, beginning of the new relationship. Keep an eye on news that might involve law and justice. It could be significant. Do not expect much, especially when the planets move in retrograde. And your ruler Saturn is retrograde also in your 3rd house, house of education, documentation. Saturn is retrograde until December. So if you start any new court cases, it will take around 2 years to settle it down. And I will tell you a little bit more a little bit later. So new moon will bring the urge or ideas for order and harmony in your 9th house. So new moon is the perfect time to dive into learning something new. You can be back to school, or it can be long-term or short-term training like foreign language or a new skill. Now is the great moment to get that, especially that you have a second chance right now. It's the influence of new moon in Virgo and your ruler in your 3rd house, house of ideas, logic, and learning. Then on September 4th, something pretty fascinating happens. A triple conjunction of Venus and Black Moon Lilith. Lilith tends to distort things. It's a mathematical point in the sky that it symbolizes distortion of the things and elements of error, illusions, or temptations. These all take place on the south node for you, which is karmic point, And guess what? This happens in your 10th house, which governs your status and career, but also it governs by Capricorn. On the same day, September 4th, Mars enters your 7th house of partnership, which turns up the heat in your relationships and partnerships. This could be with your romantic partner, close friends, clients, or even business partners. You might notice that things are moving faster with new and exciting projects or ideas coming your way. But along with the excitement, there would be some tension, conflicts, and misunderstandings might pop up, especially if you feel dissatisfied with the decisions or actions of those around you. Then on September 8th, the Sun forms a challenging aspect with your ruler, which impacts your 3rd and 9th houses. This aspect is like a cosmic nudge, reminding you that the old ways of thinking and doing things might not work anymore. It's a moment to stop, reflect, and rethink your strategies. It's not a day for arguing or sticking to outdated methods. Instead, is about adapting to new times and finding fresh approach that work better. So try to avoid getting caught up in pointless disputes to focus on what's really important. Do not be disappointed if around September 8th your documents will be rejected or packages will be lost. This is the astrological weather of this time. It will pass very soon. From September 8th to 26th, Mercury will be moving through your 9th house. This is a fantastic time for communication, learning, planning, travel, and it's a great opportunity to dive into new studies, pick up the new skills, apply for grants, apply for higher education, colleges, schools, everything connected with education and knowledge, as well as all sorts of travels and relocation matters. You might also find yourself connecting with people from far off places or diving into experiencing new ideas. Maybe you will decide to travel to saint places, to sacred places, and get the spiritual alignment. House 9 is house of religion as well and higher purpose. On September 15th, Venus, the planet of love, harmony, money, inspiration, art, everything pleasant, gifts, will be making a favorable aspect with Jupiter, the planet of greater luck, touching your 6th and 9th houses. This is a lucky period for improvements in your living or work conditions. Expect some positive news and good results. Things are looking up. House 6 is house of your health, additional responsibilities, your pets. You will have a great luck, right people in the right moment, right knowledge in the right moment. You will feel better, and this alignment usually grants recovery. Then on September 16th, Mars will clash with the karmic lunar nodes impacting your 7th, 4th, and 10th houses. This is a karmic moment where significant developments might happen in your relationship or career. Important people in your life could push you to make some key decisions or take significant steps. It also can be a decision to move away, to relocate, to immigrate, because house 4 is related to our family roots, to place of living, to safety and security of our place, and house 10 is our status. If you want to relocate or immigrate, do not apply for immigration application on that day because Mars will have a negative aspect with that lunar node. Maybe your parents will relocate or you will have to relocate your business. For people with very good karma, you can just sit back, relax, and observe how the things are happening and changing around you. You don't need to do things. But for people who have to work at their karma, you will have challenging time that will require your attention and significant decisions. It's an important time, middle of September, and 2 weeks, the corridor of eclipses is a very significant time. On September 17th is the lunar eclipse in Pisces in your 3rd house. This eclipse opens up a new chapter for your intellectual and communicative growth. It might lead to changes in your social circle or your interests. I call it a black swan event. Lunar eclipse, more information I give in my e-horoscope, as well as I plan to do a separate video about it. So if you're not subscribed yet, please do it. For now, you just need to know that this lunar eclipse is Cyrus 8S, and it has the great importance because it sets algorithm for the next 2 years in our life. The cycle of this eclipse is 18 years, and some news or some events from 18 years ago might resurface and resonate in your life again. On September 21st, Mercury will have a challenging aspect with Jupiter affecting your house of health and house of your knowledge and justice. This could lead to some disputes and misunderstandings, especially regarding everyday matters like housing payment, bureaucratic issues. The courts might be changed, the judge might be sick. It's like micro retrograde Mercury on September 21 and 22. But the second half of September 22nd is much better because Sun moves into Libra, making the autumn equinox. The spirit represents the beginning of autumn, as you know, is in northern hemisphere, and Sun relocates to the house of your status, of your reputation, of your public image, bringing you good energy, bringing you your personal spring. On the same day, Venus will have a challenging aspect with Pluto retrograde affecting your first and 10th houses. This aspect might bring discomfort. Pluto is in the Capricorn, so here you will have the situation when you will find out like what I want to do, who I am, what is my purpose here. It's a very big move. You will face serious identity matters. It's not an identity crisis, but as you know, the crises, they bring the transformation, and Pluto usually stirs up those transformations. And Venus is the satisfaction, Venus is a joy. So if you will feel sad on that day, try to distract yourself with the positive thoughts. It's just the energy of that day. And then in the evening of that day, Venus enters Scorpio, your first house. The spirit is marked for love and flirtation, your acquaintances, potentially revealing intimate details about those around you. It's time for enjoyable experiences, celebrations, to dive deep into your sexuality, to what satisfies you, in the fibers of your soul that is responsible for joy, pleasure, satisfaction, gratitude, gratification, harmony, peace. Maybe you will decide to change your appearance, or you might meet your love in the places connected with transforming body or beauty. Maybe in the gym, maybe in the salon. It's the time of vacations, gifts, and pleasurable moments. On September 26, Mercury will enter your 10th house, focusing on communication, agreements, and documentations related to your career and status. So vacation is over. This is the time to interact with senior figures, visiting government institutions and handling important information. If you are participating in the court or you go through different applications, this would be the movement of the formal documents of the events in your house of status, public speeches. When you are in the spotlight on the red carpet, you see the results, you see the transformation in the house of your goals. On September 29th, we will have a triple conjunction of Sun, Mercury, and South Node in your 10th house. Be attentive to thoughts and decisions that rise on this day. It can be a new status, a new passport, some ruling in the court, receiving the Oscar for your best performance. This is a pivotal moment for many Capricorns. It's the beginning of life-changing time when your life will be divided to before and after. On September 30th, Mars will be in a lucky aspect with your ruler, Saturn retrograde, affecting your 3rd and 7th houses. With Mars forming the luckiest aspect, you will experience positive strides in communication, collaboration, long-term project, your goals. This alignment will lead to breakthroughs in how you express yourself, how you protect your boundaries, and improve your interactions with your loved ones, partners, or close friends. If you're involved in educational pursuits or strategic planning, expect to see fruitful results and recognition for your hard work. Additionally, this is an excellent time for making significant progress in long-term investments and achieving goals with focus on discipline and planning. September 2024 is a crucial period for you, with Pluto's return offering significant opportunities for transformation and improvement in your life. Wow, what's the beginning of the autumn? I hope you enjoyed this fairy ride. I hope you enjoyed the whale watching. I wish you to have a successful and prosperous month, dear Capricorns. Don't forget to subscribe and comment under this video. You will help me much to develop my channel. I will be glad to see you again. Have a wonderful month. See you soon.